Hey Jaco! In this video, we'll take a look how to easily and almost automatically replace the sky by using both the free and the studio version of DaVinci Resolve. Now let's get digital. Now just so you know, this is not a magic solution. The results will depend on the videos that you used. Most of the time you will want to use some manual masking, and you may also need to adjust the position of the sky that you want to replace. I'll first show you how to almost automatically replace the sky in the studio version and what you want from the clips. I'll be using this video clip as an example, and what you want is for the sky to be easily replaceable. In this case, it's just a couple of shades of blue, which cannot be said the same for this video clip, which can also be done with a little bit of more masking. And the same would be with this clip, but you also have blue down here, so you'd also have to mask this out so you don't replace the water. But what you can also do is something like this, where the sky and the water is blown out, and you can replace them with clouds. So we have some clouds in the sky, we have reflection in the water, but this mask is not the best. As you can see, it's kind of blurry. And this is what you can expect if you don't have a good video clip. So now let's go to the color page and use the studio version of DaVinci Resolve. Now with this node selected, you'll want to go to the qualifier, click on the sky, maybe drag on it. You won't see any difference at the moment. Go to effects, type in sky and drag it onto the connection. Then drag this alpha output to the first alpha node. You now have the base selection. If you don't like it, you can click on the plus or the minus and make the selections. In this case, you can't make them. You have to go back to this node. And also you can't make any changes, and that is because effects is enabled. You have to change this back to qualifier. Now with the hue, saturation and luminance reset, I'll click on the qualifier, make a selection. Now these white pants are not white. I could fix that, but I'm not really in a hurry to do that. What you want to focus on is on the edges, and you'll want to make them look as nice. So just play around with the settings. The clean black helps, the clean white a little bit. You can adjust the blue radius, but if you do, just use a low value. Let's see, black clip. It helps a little bit here on the edges. And I could also adjust the in and out ratio. Now the only issue that I have are basically the pants. If I go over this clip, well, I still have some issues over here. But this video clip is good because it's not moving that much. So what I can do is go to the power window, go to the pen tool, make a quick selection like that and invert it. Now you simply have to go forward and check that this selection doesn't go over the horizon, which in this case it does a little bit. So in that case, what you can do is just go to the beginning, go to the tracker, select frame, so this power window will adjust by frames and not to the whole clip. If the clip is selected, then any adjustment that you make will be the same throughout the whole clip. And you want to change this to be frame by frame. Now you want to replace the sky. You have two options. You can use an artificial sky. You can preview it so that you can see how it will look like. So you have the sky opacity. You will want to enable this unless you don't want it and you just want the clouds. You can adjust the softness between the top and the bottom of the colors that you set. And you can also adjust this height and also the angle. You can then adjust the cloud opacity separately, change the color, change the scale and the shape. And you can also tilt it, change the detail, fill in the clouds, adjust the contrast, and you can also adjust the time, so you animate it over time by keyframing it. You can also add the sun as a hotspot, adjust the position, size, sharpness, and then if you like what you have, simply uncheck the preview, and this is what you have. Now as you can see, it's not the best result because the video is moving but the sky is static. So what you can do in that case is go to the sky position and use one of the options. Now, if the footage that you have is moving a lot, then most likely you will have to use the keyframing only and adjust the position of the sky manually. And let's just take a look what this will do. Track foreground, so this will track the foreground and not the sky that I've masked out. So as you can see, the sky is moving a little bit because it's getting cut off here. That is easily fixable, but basically what we want to do is for the sky to be in the same space as the camera. Is it now? It is. So how we can fix that is simply use auto size for motion. Now this result is quite okay. We do see that this sky in the back is artificial. You could go back and make some changes to match it to the foreground. You can also go to the foreground appearance. You'll have to enable it to be able to change it. Maybe this is a little bit better, but what you can also do is instead of this artificial sky, use a video of another sky. I'll be using this sky. It's the same one as in the example. And to connect it, simply connect this green output to the second green input of the sky replacement node. This was easily replaceable. Now because I've used the artificial sky, we still see the clouds. So you have to lower the opacity of the sky and the cloud opacity if you use them. Now because I did the sky adjustment position in the artificial sky, this is already applied. But we could also maybe track the original sky. Let's see what that result will give us. So this is done. At this point it's not the best. So you can have some funkiness going on, as you could saw. So you can make an artificial sky, you can change the foreground, but then you can also change this node, the external matte. So we could go to the sky appearance, change the details, the brightness, saturation, temperature, tint, and opacity. So you could adjust the opacity here to mask it or add it to the original sky. But you can also go to the first node, go to the key, and adjust the gain. So you have two options on how to blend the second sky with the first sky. Now this was done using the studio version. Let's take a look how it can be done in the free version. We'll be using the Fusion page to do this. So I'll be using the same clip in the Fusion page. Another way how you could do this is to put the clouds that you want on video track 1, the clip that you want to cut on top, shorten the clouds, maybe also shorten the clip, select both clips, right click, make new Fusion clip, and then when you go into the Fusion, you will have both clips in the Fusion page, so you don't have to put them from the media pool onto the Fusion page. So we want the clouds to be in the back, the yellow input, and our foreground in the front, green input. With the media in selected, Control space or Shift space, type in delta, delta keyer, this will be automatically connected. If it's not, simply click on the node, hold Shift, and release it once you see the blue indication. I'll now display the delta keyer on the left side. Now click on the pipette icon, hold the mouse button, and go over the sky that you want to remove. Keep on holding it. So this is my selection. As you can see, it's not the best selection. So maybe what I can do is add a background node, so we can actually see what the selection looks like. So this is how the selection looks like. It's not the best at the moment, so you have to fix it with these options. And this will depend on the video clip that you have. So the settings that I use will not be the same the settings that you will use for the clip that you have. Now I couldn't get any better results with this. What you can do, maybe, is use a bitmap and connect it to the media in. We'll adjust the luminance, maybe. So this is good. We could also then use a polygon to mask out everything that is underneath the clouds. So I'll just make a selection first, something like that. Now when using a polygon, it will automatically make a keyframe on the frame that you made it. So you may also need to adjust it on specific frames, just like we did in the color page. So we have the polygon selection here. We can use it a bit later. First, let's connect this bitmap to the delta key and see what we get. We get a lot better result immediately, as you could see. Now in this case, I don't have to use this polygon that I've made previously, but I'll use a new one to get rid of this section. So I'll simply make a polygon like this, connect it to the merge, and click invert on the polygon. So now I have a clean sky that I can replace with this media in. And why can't I see it? It's because I've used a background node here. So I'll simply do it like this, disconnect everything, connect this one to here, and connect this polygon to here. And this is the sky replacement done in DaVinci Resolve for free by using the Fusion page. Is this the best result? Not yet, we can still make some adjustments. We have some blurriness on the edges. That is because of the delta here. We can make some adjustments, maybe in the threshold. So that could fix it a little bit. We could also maybe go to this sky, but because we have it like so, we can't really adjust the blend. So we can add a merge node here, add the background that is black and transparent to this node, and switch the inputs. So now this polygon will affect this selection that we've made previously, so we don't get this top edge. And the sky will be in the front because we want to connect it with the apply mode and also the blend. But how we'll do it is use this as a mask and then simply invert the mask by going to the settings. You can also now adjust the blend. Now the sky in this case is transparent because that is what I've used the mask as. So what we could actually do is not use this as the background, but the whole video, like that. And now when you adjust the blend, it will blend with the original sky. And the blending also helps with the issues that we had on the edges. And that's how you can replace the sky in DaVinci Resolve Studio and the free version. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification icon so you know when my next video comes out. I'm Simon, and until next time, Jackal, keep it digital.